Hi there everybody, Mike Valenti here with the School of Self-Defense, and I'm continuing along with this video series that is going to teach you how to do the Hubud drill. In the past videos we took a look at what the Hubud drill is and what it is used for and how it can affect your martial arts game. And then I also taught you the basic fundamental core of the Hubud in which the rest of the drill is based off of. Now in this video we're going to talk about switching. This is the part that changes the Hubud from a glorified game of patty cake into a drill that can actually improve your ability to move with your opponent based solely off of reference points, as opposed to needing your eyes the entire time you're fighting. So we have this basic motion here. Okay, this is our core that we taught. You should not move on to your switches until you can do it off both sides equally. The first switch I like to teach we call Pak Pak. It's a really basic switch. And what a switch is, it's allowing me to switch sides on my opponent. This is good for me because it's going to be working footwork, it's going to be working some trapping, but it's also good for my partner because they have to respond to me just kind of like off the cuff. So I'm not sitting here saying I'm going to switch now and then I switch. She doesn't know when I'm going to actually do the switch, but she just has to respond to it. Okay, so we have two basic switches. We have Pak Pak and then Hyun Sao. So Pak Pak. So she throws a punch. I palm, fan, trap. Okay? Instead of going back and forth with the drill, what I'm going to do to switch is off the trap. I'm going to initiate the switch. So I palm, fan, trap, and then I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to step right and trap her opposite side arm and attack the gate that I then open. What my partner has to do, palm, fan, trap, is they have to pick this up with the opposite side hand. And since I have their hand low, this actually sets them up to fan, trap, punch, which then moves us into the same drill but on the opposite side. So again, from right side to left side, I Pak, I take my left foot and step left, I trap here, I throw my punch. So that switch looks like this. Okay, slow it down, real slow. And once again, there's no reason to go ridiculously fast until you go fast naturally. Pak, pak. Okay, so that's the first major switch. The second major switch is from Wing Chun. It's the Hyun Sao, which basically just means rolling hand to my knowledge. All you're going to do is you're going to take the hand that's doing the initial block, and on the initial block you're just going to tilt your fingertips forward and then roll it towards your opponent, which will then put you on the inside of their hand. So here I'm starting off on the outside and I put it on the inside of that hand. The use of the Hyun Sao is that if I were to parry and punch with the same hand, her hand's going to be ahead of mine. So say she's throwing like a jab, that I'm here and her hand's ahead of mine. But if I Hyun Sao, I throw her jab off the line and now I'm ahead of her jab. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Bam. Okay? So that's what we're essentially training, is that off the block, go ahead, keep a nice stiff arm so I can do it slow. Off the block, I rotate around the punch and then I punch straight forward. Now my partner's job is to take that punching hand and stick to that punch and then continue the drill. Fan, trap. So palm, fan, trap, palm, fan, trap. Hyun Sao. She sticks. There's the block. Palm, fan, trap. Palm, fan, trap. Palm, fan, trap. I Hyun Sao. I'm just rotating my wrist around. She sticks to it. There's your palm, fan, trap. So it looks like that. Okay. So once you have both of those basic switches down, what we call pot, pock, and hewn sow, then you throw them in randomly on your opponent, and your opponent can throw them in randomly on you. Okay? So this way, we aren't just doing this game of patty cake. She's actually having to keep up with me and my various switches in order to keep the drill going. Okay? So that's allowing you to switch from one side to the other in a way that's going to train your opponent's brain and train their reflexes. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, wow, that's a whole lot of stuff to do, you haven't spent enough time on the earlier stuff. You shouldn't be thinking about switching until you're doing the basic Hubud drill pretty naturally. If you should just feel very comfortable with this. And then we can talk about switching from one point to the other. In the next video, we're going to be talking about variations on the Hubud drill. Because this is not the only way you can do it. You can feed various angles to your partner that they have to respond to. That's what we're going to be covering in the next video. So if you're in the Indianapolis area, please check us out. All the information to do that is in the description down below. If you aren't in the Indianapolis area, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe to this channel, and of course share us on Facebook. So I'll see you guys in the next video.